Before we begin the map, it is important to understand how it came about and how it evolved. German New Medicine, or GNM, is a model developed by Dr. Ryke Geerd Hamer. His work began in a very specific moment. After the tragic death of his son Dirk, Dr. Hamer observed that shortly after this event, he himself developed cancer. If you've come across the story before, you may have seen it referenced in the documentary The King Who Never Was, which recounts the incident involving the gunshot wound that ultimately led to Dirk's death. From there, Dr. Hamer began asking a direct question. Was there a connection between an unexpected, distressing shock and what later appeared in the body? He started observing patterns, not one case, but many. He worked with patients and reviewed clinical histories, comparing what was experienced, where it showed up in the body, and what appeared in the brain on CT scans. Over time, he proposed that these were not separate events, but part of a coordinated process. His wife, Sigrid Hamer, who was a radiologist, supported aspects of this work through imaging and observation. Together, their work contributed to the early development of what would later be called the 5 biological laws. From there, the model continued to be studied and taught. Today, one of the primary educational platforms continuing this work is maintained by Carolina Marcolin through Learning GNM. Her work focuses on organizing the material into a structured and teachable format. All content on this platform is copyrighted, so in this masterclass, I will not be using their materials directly. From time to time, I may refer you to the website as a resource, but this series is built on my own way of organizing and presenting the model. My own teacher, Annalie Elman, was taught by Carolina herself. Annalie is one of the few GNM wisdom keepers we have, and I consider myself blessed to be mentored by someone who lives and breathes GNM. So before we go any further, this is simply an acknowledgement of this lineage, this body of knowledge that continues to be passed forward. One more thing before we begin. You may hear about the 5 biological laws of GNM. In this series, I won't be presenting them in a strict numbered order. Instead, you'll encounter them as they naturally appear within the patterns that we are exploring. Because this is not something you need to memorize. It is something you learn to recognize. So rather than holding it as a list, you will begin to see it as a structure, and one that becomes clear as you move through it. This is a different way of reading the body. I am Dr. Richie Ann Rodriguez. I'll be your guide through this series. Welcome to the map of German New Medicine.